Well, hey, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you're new here, hey, I'm Pam Durkin. I'm the closing coach for interior designers. And you may be wondering, why am I called the closing coach? Well, let's talk about one of the clients that I have currently who almost lost a $24,000 design fee job because the client gave pushback on that fee. I helped her craft her response and gave her the exact words to use and to say. And not only did they pay the $24,000 design fee, but the builder kicked in $5,000 of his own money to make sure she got the job. So that's why people are calling me the closing coach. And I'm the only closing coach in the interior design industry. I help you get the deal to the finish line and close it the right way. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is you don't feel taken advantage of, or you're, now doing the same amount of work for less. Like you've just taken money off your projects or your design proposal and, you're doing the same amount of work. That's not how we work around here. So if you feel like you've been taken advantage of or you need help closing those jobs, then I need you to be reaching out to me. So, definitely do that if you want to. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Naples Experience, which is my in-person event that I run here in Naples. And I'm so excited to talk to you about it. But first, I want to remind you about my Luxury Client Academy, which is my 9-month coaching experience where I help you triple your profits. I've had great responses about the Academy. You may have heard me talk about it here and there, and I'm actually going to be recording another episode which outlines all the details about the Academy. I'll be going into all the ins and outs of how it works, what the investment is, and what you can expect in terms of all the details about that program. So I will tell you though, it's a 9-month coaching experience, and I am going to help you triple your profits. Now, you may be wondering, is this for me? I've been in business for a while, or maybe you've been in business a very short period of time. Let's just say you're newish. You're maybe 1 to 3 years in your interior design business. You've seen some successes and you've gotten some projects, but now you know you are meant for more. Or maybe you've been in the business longer, maybe 8, 9, 10, 20 years, and you've figured out so much on your own, but you've plateaued. And now you know you just need help. You need a coach that can get you to the next level. Well, then, if this is you, this program is definitely for you. So, this is me officially inviting you to apply for this experience. Now, you may be wondering, like, what does apply mean in terms of the Luxury Client Academy? And I really don't want you to be stressed or put off by the fact that I'm asking you to apply. It's merely a simple and easy form to fill out. So it's like no big deal. It's going to take you maybe 5 minutes to fill out. So it's really not anything to be stressed about. And I also don't want you to be concerned that you think that you don't make enough money or you don't have enough experience, or maybe you're worried about, divulging information about your business that you may not be super thrilled to talk about. No worries. Like, don't worry about that at all. It's simply a way for me to know if I can deliver on my promise to you, which is to help you triple your profits. So if you're interested and you're thinking, ooh, this sounds like something for me, then please reach out to apply. You can go ahead and send me an email, and that information will be in the show notes. Okay. So let's talk about the Naples Experience. I'm so excited to give you all the details, to talk about this event that I ran in Naples just a few weeks ago. It was incredible, and we just had so much fun. So Naples is where I live, and it's just incredibly beautiful here. And the design work that's happening in Naples is unbelievable. And this is one of the reasons I chose to have the event here. We are a community that has seasonal residents. So a lot of people come into town just for certain times of the year, and they have their second, third, fourth home here. So when I talk about the incredible work that's going on here, we see a lot of people selling and upgrading and things like that. So projects are continually being done. So we are just literally on the cutting edge of so many exciting trends and ideas that are going on in the design industry. And that is one of the things that I want to expose you to, which is one of the reasons why the event is being held here. If you're not familiar with Naples, it is located on the Gulf of Mexico, so it's on the west coast of Florida. And a couple fun facts about Naples, it's ranked number 2 in Florida for number of millionaires per capita. And so we have lots and lots of millionaires here. And fun fact, in February of 2024, the highest priced home that ever sold was in Naples. It was part of this community called Port Royal, and it was listed for $295 million. Yes, I said 295 million. So the property is located on an island. It has 700 feet of beach frontage. It's also got bay frontage as well. There's a 230-foot yacht basin, so you can get your big old boat here, and a 100-foot dock. So it has a main residence and 2 guest homes. So just to give you an idea, this is the area that we tour by boats during the Naples Experience. But I'm going to get back to that later on in the show. So this event was so many things wrapped up into one. It was inspiring. It was educational. We had so much fun. We deepened our connections and friendships with one another. I mean, seriously, it was the whole enchilada. And I want you to be with us next time because it was so incredible and it was such a transformational event. The first thing we did is I started off, I just realized I just know how stressed we all are running the businesses, doing all the things, wearing all the hats. And I wanted to transition everyone out of work and hustle mode and and you know into the I'm out of office mode. And one of the first things we did was we broke bread together. So many of you are running from project to project to job site to job site. And when you go to these offsite events, it literally takes a few days to sort of come down off the frenzy and stress of the day to day of running a business. So I wanted to get everybody sort of ready to, work on their businesses. So the wind down and the rev up event, which is what I'm calling it, helped everyone get out of work in my business mode to work on my business mode. And it was a great way for them to transition out of, being frenetic and to be present and ready to fully immerse themselves into this experience because it's really to help you move your business forward. And I'm finding the only way people really do that is by getting out of the office. So after we did the wind down event, we spent some time on hot seats. I don't know if you've ever heard of hot seats, but hot seats are an opportunity for each person to bring a business problem or issue to the group for suggestions and advice. It's an incredibly helpful and even eye-opening experience because so many times we're so caught up in our own stuff, in our own world, in our own heads, that we literally can't see the forest through the trees. These sessions end up bringing us so much clarity and direction to issues that many times are derailing you in your own business. And I just want to give some examples of some of the things that came up in our hot seats to give you an idea, and maybe you could relate to a couple of the items that came up. So one designer had gotten right before she arrived, had gotten this passive aggressive email from a client. And it was literally all she could think about. She was just stressing about it. She was worried about it. She actually said, I didn't even read it. I let everyone else read it. Let other people in her office read it and then give her, sort of a synopsis of what happened. She was like, I couldn't even open it. So she finally read the email in her hot seat, and we, listened to all the background information about how the situation came about, how the email came about. And then we're able to advise her how to move forward. So she was able to close the door on this one email, literally, that had been occupying way too much of her emotional energy and her time. And it was really keeping her from being in the moment, working on her business to move her business forward. So we really helped her with that. So I don't know if you can ever relate when you get an email from a client that's less than stellar and it really derails us because we want to help people so bad and we want to be the best that we can. And we're very concerned about people being happy and good customer service. But sometimes we have to also realize that clients can cross the line and they can take things too far. And this was something that was really weighing on her mind. And we helped her work through all of that so that she could move forward and really be in the moment. Another designer was presented with an opportunity to speak in front of 100 potential referral sources. And geez, isn't that like totally incredible? And she wanted to talk to us about how she could make the best impact so that she could be remembered and ultimately contacted for future jobs. And so we gave her some ideas. I gave her some specific things that I wanted her to do on a more active approach to these sources so that she could not only, hope that they would reach out, but that she would be gathering their information so that she could reach out and be a lot more in control. If you want to know more about those details and how she was advised and what specifically the ideas that I gave to her, go ahead and check out episode 65, which is called How to Be Unforgettable. So after all of that, the hot seats and all of that, we finished the day on the private boat cruise that was in the Gulf of Mexico. And we went through that Port Royal neighborhood that I mentioned earlier, where that home sold for $295 million. But as an aside note, we even got to see dolphins, which was so incredible and so fun. We do have a lot of dolphins in the area, but we don't always see them when they're in the boat. So that was definitely a cherry on top. So that was exciting. It was a great treat. So the tour guide took us around the most expensive homes on the water in Naples. And like I mentioned, in that Port Royal neighborhood. And the homes start generally around 25 million. There's lots of beautiful homes, all kinds of homes on different types of lots, small ones, large ones, um, small boats, big boats, multiple boats. So it was really cool to see all of that. And we also got to hear about all the famous people that live here, what kind of businesses they have, what kind of franchises they own, what kind of companies they're CEOs of, and then just be totally inspired by these incredible homes to just know they exist and know that, there's design happening in all of these homes and all of that. So that was a really incredible experience. Then we had tour day. Oh, this was so much fun. I arranged to have us tour through several homes so the designers could see firsthand the beautiful interiors and the beautiful detail and the incredible work that's happening here. The homes ranged in value from 3 to 7 million, and I could see all the designers were taking notes, they were taking pictures and studying all the incredible details that they saw and just making mental note of all of this. By the end of the tours, each designer was so inspired to bring back what they had seen and what they had learned to their own design work. And here's some of the things the designers had to say about the event in general. We've had a couple of days, this is one designer said, we had a couple of days celebrating our wins, which I love that. I'm a big believer in not only looking ahead, but celebrating all the things that we're doing and patting ourselves on the back and being aware of what's literally happened in our businesses, because we tend to all be forward thinkers and we sort of gloss over all our accomplishments. So I'm a big believer in really making them stop and looking at all the incredible work they've done. So this designer said we had a great couple of days celebrating our wins and learning what we can do better in our businesses. It's always worth it to hang out with like-minded designers who are also looking to be the best they can be. And isn't that true? When they say you're the sum of the five people you hang out with. And when you're in a room of other designers who are doing things that are incredible, that are inspirational, that are supportive, that are looking to help you as well in your business, it is a magical moment. So that is one of the great advantages to getting out of the office and being in a room with other designers and being in Naples to look at incredible interiors and hang out with super smart, wonderful designers. Another designer said it was an amazing experience looking at these incredible homes and learning about the different architectural and design styles in the unique part of the country. My head is full of so many awesome ideas to incorporate into my next projects. I'm super excited and inspired. And that, I have to say, getting out of the office and then being inspired really helps you renew your spirit for moving forward. I mean, running a business isn't easy. It's rewarding many times, not all the times, but many times. But it does take a lot of emotional and physical energy. And when we can refill the tank and be inspired and see other types of work and just get those creative juices going, it really makes a difference for us to come back and kind of dive back into it and feel like the tank has been filled. So love that. And then one other designer said, this was my biggest win all year. It was an incredible event. And I'm so excited to get back to the office and close bigger and better projects because I have the confidence that I can do it. Ooh, this was a good one. One of the things one of the designers talked about is that she had realized that bigger projects are just smaller projects with more rooms. And even though she is able to and has had success with really high design fees in the last 6 months, she said, the biggest thing I realized is that I can do it. It's possible that I've been able to accomplish something I never thought possible. And now I'm addicted to just closing more projects, closing more clients. And that was a wonderful transformation to see. So I could go on and on about how incredible this event was and how much fun we had and all the things that the designers had to say about it. But the long and short of it is you need to be here with me in Naples next year. So I want you to be a part of this event. And the way to be a part of this event is to be in my Luxury Client Academy. So I encourage you to apply to the Luxury Client Academy, which is my 9-month coaching experience, and join us as part of this experience is to be in Naples, touring these beautiful homes from the water, touring these beautiful homes in person. And I would love, love, love to have you here. So just again, I'm Pam Durkin. I'm the closing coach. I can help you triple your profits in your business. And I want you, if this is like, oh, you're just so excited about this and you just want to be here and I want you to be here. I want you to reach out to me and let me know that you're looking to apply to the Luxury Client Academy. I'll send you all the information. I don't want you to be stressed about the application. Again, it's just for me to know that I can deliver on my promise to you. And I am here to help you get to the next level in your business, whatever that looks like for you. So email me that you want to apply. You'll find my email address below in the show notes. And I can't wait to hear from you. And I will talk to you soon.